Hey, 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 hey.
Good morning, y'all.
Happy Friday, baby.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Welcome to Beards on the Street. Two bearded dudes out just hanging out, selling a little bit of real estate and
Working on a lot of bit of real estate.
working on a lot of real estate. So, Aaron, how was your week, buddy?
It's been good.
Good.
Activated a new listing in Layton
Yeah.
and closed on one
Layton?
Layton.
Layton.
It's a great property though. It's 2,300 square feet. It's on the east side, up on the east bench of the Layton area there.
That's where I used to live.
Yeah, I know.
25 years, baby.
2110 Antelope Drive. So
Shut up.
Yeah.
My address there was 2436 North, 2300 East. So I was one block off of Antelope. So there's a grade school right there by where you're at. It's called Sarah Jane Adams Elementary, where all my kids went to grade school.
Okay.
If you're headed east and you pass that school and you hang at the first right and then the second left, you're in my cul-de-sac.
Man, dude.
Like literally right there.
I love the
What's
area.
the name?
So the Moores, they've been there for a long time.
Moore.
Yeah, Jan and Ron Moore.
Don't know him.
Yeah, they're a great couple, but we were able to help them find a place over in Syracuse. So it's helping them kind of transition.
Going from the east side to the west side.
And they're going from multi-level to a Rambler, which is, it's
way better.
Yeah, it's a plan for them to just a kind of next level, next stage of life type thing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And then I used to live in that neighborhood that's down by where they were. I lived on, can't remember the street, but before I lived there, I was actually renting a house down a little bit further to the west, which is right by where they are.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
I love the area.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, good old stomping grounds
That's
back in the
way
day.
Cool, yeah.
I terrorized that whole neighborhood for a minute. All righty. Well, welcome, guys. We appreciate you taking the time to listen to our podcast or watch it live, whatever and however you're doing it.
Thank you.
We do. We appreciate it big time, and our subscriptions are growing, but we want more.
Absolutely.
We want more. So please, if you have not, jump on our YouTube and subscribe. It's so easy. Go to your YouTube, type in Beards on the Street, and hit the subscribe button.
We'd love it, you guys. It'd really
And check out. We've had some great episodes.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, we are. All right, I want to introduce really quick because you haven't seen her yet, but we have a guest in the studio today, Miss Jen Wright, my sister from another mother. And anyways, I just want to welcome you, Jen, to Beards on the Street, episode 40.
Whoop, whoop. Love it.
Welcome.
I love it. Thanks so much.
Yep, I've known Jen a long time.
2008.
Wow.
Has it been that long?
2008.
Wow.
Time flies when we're
Man, I
having
really hang on to people, don't I?
You do.
fun. That speaks to
Or maybe
something
they hang
really
on to
well.
me.
It shocks
The
me.
good ones
It
stick
shocks me
around.
the people that like you.
I know. It's weird.
Put up with them,
I mean, come on. What's there to like?
Right.
So much.
Right.
So
You're
anyways.
the fun bus, no doubt about it.
Yeah, well, I like to have fun.
We do. Yeah, for sure.
I may be slowing down just a little bit, but not a lot.
Not a lot. No.
My wife just keeps digging her heels in and trying to, I mean, she's got the freaking nose rings and everything with her heels dug in, trying to hold me back, baby.
The wind
Or not
flying
hold
in
me
her
back,
hair.
but slow me down.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not going to happen. You'll never mature. Just
She is some kind of woman.
she is. Definitely.
Yep.
You got a good one there.
So, welcome. Jen is mortgage with Nexa Mortgage.
Correct.
What's the name of your organization again?
My company is Loans Done Right, powered by Nexa.
Her last name is Wright. So
Makes sense?
that's pretty good,
Yeah, Loans Done Right.
That
right?
is awesome.
It's catchy. You'll
It
remember
is catchy.
it from now on.
Right.
It is catchy.
Yep. Miss Wright, Loans Done Right.
Miss Wright. You know what's crazy is my stepkid's Licia's son's last name is Wright.
Oh, really?
Yeah, spelled exactly the same way.
I wonder if we're related.
Possibly.
Huh.
Their dad's name is Billy or William.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
And see.
I don't know. But yeah, they're
Small world.
Yeah.
We're family in another way, maybe.
Well, I told you.
Yep.
I told you.
Totally.
No accidents.
So, yeah, guys. I mean, this last week we had some good things going on. I mean, we're into the new year. This is kind of like the first full week of rocking and rolling into the new year. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited about our team, dude. I'm excited about what we have going on. We've got
a lot going on there.
Yeah, we've got new people we're interviewing. So I might as well plug in right now. If you are a real estate agent and you are considering either changing teams or going to a team or whatever it looks like.
This is the time of year where people tend to take a look and kind of do some of the moving around.
Yep.
And we would love to talk to you. Our program is completely different than I think
anything I've ever seen.
Absolutely anything we've ever seen.
I would agree.
And it works. And it's step by step. Whether you've been in the industry for years or whether you're brand new, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So
this is the way to learn it. So if you're brand new, this is the way to.
Oh yeah, and even if you're not, Aaron, I mean, let's dude, 25 years in the industry, and look what you're learning.
Yeah, it's a whole new game for sure, and it's fun, and it's the fun time.
It is, and your shit is starting to rock and roll.
Way to go, brother!
It's fun.
I love it.
Yep, I'm having fun because it's serving people, so it's
yeah.
It's really is. It is being cool. I'm really enjoying where we're going.
Nice. Yesterday I think it was something popped up on my phone, and it was some crazy stats that I can't wait to talk about.
Okay.
It's basically they're rating the number one place to live down the line to 1 to 50 in the United States, and it's based on a bunch of crazy stuff that we're going to talk about, but I'm chomping at the bit because I don't agree with some of the stuff they got in there, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, where do they get their information from?
Right. So we're going to chat about that here in a minute. We're going to talk more with Jen about what she's got going on and some of the programs that she's got. Before we get into all that, last night was our January mixer. Mm-hmm. Again, guys, if you're not participating in our mixers, just let us know. I mean, I know I've got 300 people on my list that I'm reaching out to on a regular basis, and I wouldn't care if it was 1,000.
Yeah, it really is a come one, come all, come enjoy. We're kind of building a tribe, and it's really it's a monthly gathering of a lot of great people.
And for you agents out there, we had a number of agents there last night that Brandon was there, mm-hmm. Sean was there, Jen was there. You know what? It's guys, with our program, there is no competition. None. Mm-mm. It's such an amazing program that builds camaraderie and it builds community and like Aaron said, tribe. So if you are an agent and you want to tap into our mixers, bring it. We would love to have you tap into it. It's totally just a platform to network with really cool people. And man, I met some cool freaking dudes last night, bud.
Yeah. So I've been 25 years in the business. When I started, I worked for my family, and it was a small brokerage. And it was about 11 or 12 years into my career before I came and actually was introduced to the big brokerage and the social part of real estate.
Right.
And this is a whole new level. I mean, if you're an agent and you're Lone Ranger and you're at home and you don't have the community, you don't have some of that kind of support, we want to teach you how to actually build and grow that.
Yes.
What's fun about what we're doing is my 50 complements your 50, complements Shauna's 50, Travis, and everybody comes together, and it's as it grows, it's it's building the community, but it's multiplying the fun.
It is multiplying the fun.
It really is, and it's strengthening.
And you know me, the more the merrier.
Oh yeah,
that gives me more people to chat with. I love it.
There's more to go around.
There is.
The friend, dude. I've said this 100 times, but your friends are amazing, man.
Thank you.
And I
think so too.
I love mine, but I'm really getting to really enjoy you have a tight group of people that keep showing up for you.
You know what? I really do, and I love them, and they're a big part of my life for sure.
Yep.
You know, I've always been, since I was a kid, I've always been had to have friends, and they were very important to me. Mm-hmm. You know, like my oldest friend that I had since I can remember, his name's Brent Forbush. I mean, he lives 2 miles from me, and we're still best of friends.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was talking to a seller of a house that I have clients under contract with them, and they actually live in the same city that he was living in, which is Iona, Idaho.
Iona.
That's
Yeah.
random.
Yeah, totally random. And his parents own the 612 food store in Iona, Idaho.
That's awesome.
The very first time I met him, he was sleeping out on his front lawn, and I just barely moved in. Like, we showed up, and I went up there and just sat down and started bullshitting with him. Isn't that weird?
No, that's cool. That's so mean.
And that was, I think I was in the 4th grade.
Oh, I was going to say, was it like...
How old were you?
Yeah, how old were you?
I was in the 4th grade.
Was he hungover? No, he was just...
No, it was just, that's what you did in Malad. You'd sleep out on the tramp or out on the lawn, and I mean, you'd have sleepovers.
I grew up doing that.
Safe back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up doing that too, though.
Yeah.
Trampoline.
So I just saw him out there and went over and sat down and
Yeah.
just
Bullshit.
made friends.
That's
Yep.
so cool, dude. Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
50 years later, here we are.
I'm Parry Dean.
Yep, that's cool.
So, again, back to the mixers, guys. Here, I'll throw up some fun shots. This one right here, I love Shauna's face in this one. Isn't that cool? So, Shauna, there you go. And that's Brandon.
She's listening to Brandon talk and tell stories, and she's like, whatever.
Whatever. And this guy is, I believe, a mortgage guy that she's been chatting with.
Oh, cool.
And that's our buddy, Mr. Brett.
Yes, Mr. Brett. I heard
Man, he's looking good. That dude's lost some weight. He brought his wife last night.
I heard that.
Buddy.
Man.
All right, let's keep it going here. What we got here? If I can hit the button. Oh, hey. That's me and Mr. CB and Mr. Travis. Now, the dude on my left with the big long beard was such a cool cat.
Jason Gamblin.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You sure?
No, that's Travis. That's not Jason. But the guy next to me, his name is Rob, and he was there with Travis.
Oh,
and just
cool.
a freaking cool. I mean, the dude rides motorcycles. He has the cars. And we were talking about some of his buddies, and they just get together and build shit in their garage. And
That's
just,
cool.
I mean,
Cool.
Man stuff.
I was like, dude.
Yeah, man cave stuff.
Yep.
Well, no.
I'm like, hurry up and get me in that circle so I can get my rat rod over there. I have a couple things we need to tweak.
No kidding.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's Cynthia and Drew, the cowboy, the Wyoming cowboy, we call him.
Yeah.
And there's your boy, Jason.
Yeah, Mr.
That I'm going to get him on my top 50.
Whatever.
Yeah, P50.
Whatever.
Jason, I'm coming
It's
after
on.
you. You tell Mr. Man over there to pound sand.
He would, laughing.
He would.
He would.
You watch.
That's awesome.
Better protect. After I said there's no
Mark the territory.
competition.
Right.
Right?
Right. My 50 somehow's all over his 50, so.
Right. Okay, so let's jump right into this, and let's chit chat with Jen about some of the programs that she's got available.
Okay.
Jen, let me throw up a couple things. So the very first thing is just your business card, just so people can see it and see your lovely face, and they can have access to that if they need access to that. First slide we got up is the DPA Advantage.
So there are so many options for people that need assistance with down payment assistance.
Okay, so DPA, down payment assistance.
Yes, and there are grants and there are loans. So when you're out there looking, and if you're not using me as your lender, please be sure to clarify with them, is it repayable? Do you repay the loan, or is it forgivable? And there's a big difference. And there's multiple programs out there right now. Some even cities like West Valley and Ogden and grants all over the place for different locations have different options for you. So please ask for that. Now know that your down payment assistance, if you have to repay that, it does count towards your debt to income ratio. A lot
So
of
it changes what you can qualify for.
it does change the way you qualify.
Okay.
And those will be changing. So make sure you talk to your lender or me about the different options.
Is that something that we're working with on Megan on her deal?
We are.
I figured.
Yep. And I want to get her the forgivable one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jen brought me a client, and thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
VIP 50.
Anytime, my buddy.
Okay, talk about this rental loans for investors.
Okay, so for investment properties, and you're going to hold them and use them as rentals, there are options out there for you to get money. And you can come through a lender like myself, and we go to our private money lenders as well as our hard money lenders. And some of our lenders have amazing programs, even up like 12% interest with a point in front, point in the back, and 12 months lending time, no prepayment penalties. They have really amazing limits that they can use. And sometimes our lenders also have some deferment on payments, so you don't have to make a payment for the first few months and then you start if it's going to be a longer project. So that helps a lot of the investors who have to put some skin in the game, and while they're doing their fix and flips or they're doing their rehabs to do the buy and holds, they can save that money so that they can put that into their investment property or go out and get some others. And so by utilizing the right real estate agent like Aaron and Parry, they can find you really great off-market properties as well as some really good leads that they have on the MLS. And then you bring them to me and we work on if you're buying it correctly for the right price. What is your exit strategy? What are all of your holding costs? What are all these things that are going to come into play when you're buying a property so that your rate of return and your cash flow from your investments really makes sense?
Love it.
Love it.
Love it, love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Debt service cover ratio.
So after you've done your investment and you purchase it, then you rehab it, and you're going to hold that property for investing and for cash flow. The DSCR, which stands for Debt Service Coverage Ratio, that basically means that you don't need anything else to qualify for that loan, technically, except for the rents that you're going to charge.
Qualify for the rent.
Yep, and that qualifies you for that loan. And there's a lot of things that go into it. Some of our investors have come to us after they've bought wrong or they've spent too much money or they didn't really...
Happens all the time.
Yep. Check into the market of where they're investing, and they're not able to sell it. So they think they're going to sell it as their exit strategy, but then they have to come in, and now they're renting it.
Right.
And so there's some stipulations on how long you have that property once you've finished your rehab before you can come in and refinance out of your hard money loan into that debt service coverage ratio. So please check with your lenders on the specifics of that before you buy your properties so we can advise you as your financial advisor.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
What typically is the is there a hard, kind of a rule around that time frame?
For DSCRs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually,
It's basically and it's governed by time on title. It sounds like.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So from the time that you purchase it until you're done with your rehab, there are some lenders out there that will let you do 3 months after.
Okay.
You can only
90
do 3
days.
months. But their qualifications for that are a little bit different. They're going to go on like actual receipts and what you've actually spent for the remodel. Or there's a 6-month seasoning where after you've owned the property for 6 months and you're renting it, things like that, then they'll do 100% of the ARV based on appraisal.
Okay.
So there are some in-betweens, and those are very important things to know before you go out and buy your property.
Sounds familiar, like almost like the FHA qualifications.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Similar, but different because you're only using
Yeah.
what you're getting for rents.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's different ratios, like a 1% ratio. If you're above 1%, up to 5. If you're below 1, down to 7.5. All of those will have different interest rates and different LTVs and rate of returns. All those things are going to be a little bit different.
Meeting with you and understanding all that up front.
It's important.
And having a plan is important.
Yeah, because the next one is hard money.
Hard money. So using other people's money when you're an investor is really important. And so being an investor myself, as well as a mortgage broker, people come to me a lot. Like right now, I'm currently working with a client who does a lot of investments. And in order for them to be successful, they have really mastered other people's money. And that is hard money lenders, private money lenders, etc. So hard money. What that means is that you're getting a company or someone to give you money for your investment. But they're not giving it to you. I guess that's the wrong thing. They're
loaning it to you for a very high interest rate.
Yes.
Usually.
Now, like I was mentioning before earlier, I've got lenders that will loan anywhere between 10 to 14%, usually charging 2 points. And points means, so if it's 1 point, it means 1% of the loan. 2 points would be 2% of the loan. Sometimes they'll have you pay that 2% up front at the very beginning, or they'll have you pay it at the end. But this way, you're not using your own money, and they're charging you for that because they're going to be making some money on the end. And then you're freeing up what capital you have of your own so that you can be more liquid. And then afterwards, then you refinance out of those hard monies.
Like it.
Or sell it.
Or sell it. Yeah.
And then the last is explore the non-QM.
So non-QM is basically not a typical loan. So it's not a conventional FHA, VA, USDA. It's something like bank statements or ITINs or foreign nationals or 1099 borrowers, self-employeds, asset depletions. Those
non-traditional loans.
Non-traditional loans. Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people don't really know that which category they should fit into. Is it best for them because they're self-employed for them to use just their bank statements? Or are we going to go off of their business bank statements because they have an LLC? Or is it going to go off of their personal bank statements? And how people do their taxes and really what they write off as business expenses versus keeping as income really does affect their loan availability as well. So be sure that when you're doing your taxes, please check with your CPA about what your financial goals are when you're buying homes and investment properties, because that will affect how that looks.
Love it.
Yeah.
Man, you got a lot of programs going on over there.
I do.
Holy cow.
I do.
So I just put up your slide again with all your personal information. If any of you out there are looking to buy any kind of real estate and you need any of these programs, I mean, there's a lot.
First-time home buyers, veterans, police officers.
Sounds like she's got it all, but also on the hard money.
Yeah.
Flexible lending as well. That's awesome.
Absolutely. That's great. And if you can need some great lawyers, real estate agents, obviously my two brothers here are fantastic. That's why I've worked with them for years.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming on the show and talking about that. I love it, man. That's awesome. Aaron, I just finished up my tree. Well,
I know.
Kind of.
I was in there jealous of it today, looking at it.
So I got it popped up here. So guys, as you know, with our VIP 50, we're basically taking 50 people in our sphere of influence and really showing up for them and putting in major effort to be a better friend. I don't know how else to put it other than that.
Like hyper plug-in, right?
Yeah. And so one of the tools that I wanted that I came up with is this tree, based on our VIP family, and at a glance I can just look up at my tree and see everybody that's on there, and it's just forefront of mind for me.
It's a representation because it's the tree of life, and it's your life, it's your lifeblood, right?
Yeah,
that relationship's that important.
It is that important.
Yep.
So I just wanted to kind of show off and let you guys know I'm looking at you every single day and thinking about you every single day, for sure.
That's awesome.
So
we love you, bro.
Yeah, love my tree. I think it turned out fantastic.
I did.
All righty. So book club, every morning we read at 9 a.m. If anybody wants to join us, you can either call in and listen up or show up.
Yeah, come visit. We'd love that.
Yeah, we love in person's always way better.
Way
absolutely.
Better.
But if you do start joining us and there is a time and you don't want to miss, which which has happened to me,
Yep.
call in and we'll figure it out. So we're reading a great book right now, too. I mean, it's got a lot of words in it. Change your thinking, change your life.
It's like every page, though, has something that's profound.
Like a golden nugget.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of really, really good messages in this book. And it just...
The way you think is everything.
Yeah.
It is how. It is everything.
It skews and it impacts every situation is the way you view it and how you're thinking about it.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're going to eat for dinner. Mm-hmm. Seriously. I mean, it's
how you feel about dinner. Right?
How you feel about who you're having dinner with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Especially if you're eating it by yourself.
Yep. Amen. That's me.
Who's making you dinner and bringing it in as leftovers and
Yeah.
What's weird is why am I the one gaining weight?
No kidding.
What the hell is going? You're the one. You have it at home. I just get I get the byproduct,
Aaron,
leftovers.
Push away, Betty. Push away. Push away.
Right. It's so good, but it's so good.
It's so good.
You can't help yourself.
And then he's done. He's like, "Oh, I ate too much. I'm so
fat." Who the hell makes cakes?
Dude, I
You're
bring
on
it
the
in all the
seafood
time and
diet.
share.
I know.
what it is.
I know.
And you know what? Because of you, I get my ass yelled at all the time. Why didn't you take those into Aaron?
If you just be more grateful, I'm just grateful. That's why I get so much of it.
Literally 2 nights ago, Licia walked over the garbage can and threw out these chicken cordon bleus.
What the?
Threw them in the garbage. She's like,
What?
"Why did you not take those into Aaron? I'm so sick and tired of wasting food."
Oh my gosh.
She started
And
making
I'm
a
like,
little
"Baby,
extra. She
I
started
ate them
making a little-
twice. That's a stretch for me. I ate it twice.
That is a stretch
Yeah,
for
'cause
you.
you're not a leftover guy.
Not really.
Dean,
Do you know why?
dude, bring that in. I love her cordon bleu, bro.
I know.
Come on.
Sorry.
Jeez.
I leave in the morning and I'm not thinking about you feeding you.
Isn't that one of Graham's favorites?
Probably.
Yeah.
Sticker on your fridge or something.
When he had his surgery, I think she made that.
I'm going to have a big sign on my freaking fridge. Remember Aaron.
Feed Aaron.
Feed Aaron.
Feed Aaron.
You got a growing boy at the office.
So he's your kid. It's like your kid, dude.
That's definitely Licia's love language is
Service and food.
Dude, when I come over and hang out, and she doesn't leave the kitchen, she just keeps
I know.
going. She just keeps
stresses
going.
me out. I'm just like all the
Yeah.
time, "Baby, get your butt over here and sit down."
Sit by me.
Jeez.
Yeah, she wants
We don't have to make Aaron's 5 meals for the week.
She's meal prepping too?
Aaron can do his own
Oh my
damn food
gosh.
prep.
Oh my
She's meal prepping.
I do chicken and rice, so when I get something special, it's coming from their house.
Okay, I want to be your kid now too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
She's an amazing freaking cook, and she says all the time, "You don't like anything I make," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? I eat everything."
She just makes too much.
It's hard because
two
when I still have that problem because me raising all my kids, my 5 kids, and then I always had the whole neighborhood at my house.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I cooked lots.
Yep.
And that was the hardest thing to cut back.
One of my favorite things about our concert nights
Is eating after?
is the nachos at your house after at your
They're
counter.
good.
Seriously, he just busts it out. He's like, "Oh, I got this. Let's add that. Let's go."
That or quesadillas.
Yeah, and fresh bread, so you make a mean sandwich too.
I make
you have
good
starch?
quesadillas.
Do you have starts like from sourdough?
She does.
Licia does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
But we buy most of our bread at Harmon's, I'll be honest with you. It's not like
Harmon's
we're
bread's
baking the bread. She does, and we haven't had it for a minute. There was a friendship bread.
The Amish bread?
The Amish bread.
Oh, man.
It's really good, but I get tired of it.
She figured out, she started adding caramel to it.
Yeah,
caramel
like the little caramel nuggets.
The toffee
Yeah.
nuggets.
I'm the one that started that. Toffee, it's just
Ew,
like
such a good addition.
feta. Feta can go on everything.
I agree. Feta.
Like everything.
It does.
And
yeah.
Havarti.
Like eggs,
Oh, I love it.
sandwiches,
Brie.
Salad,
quesadillas,
quesadilla.
salad,
Yeah.
A what? A
quesadilla.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
Quesadilla.
language is that?
Quesadillas.
Yeah, quesadilla.
Oh, hey, we started taking Spanish lessons.
I was actually
Through
going to say,
Babel.
so after our reading, if you do decide to come in, you can do some Spanish
Every
classes.
morning,
this
I love
afternoon.
9:30.
that.
We're
Okay.
starting to learn Spanish.
Okay.
And the bottom line is I just went to Mexico, and I mean, you pick up on some words, and Aaron picked up a client that was Spanish only speaking, and it's like, okay, we need to step up.
Yeah, I had to turn away 2 Spanish clients last week.
Well, don't do that. Never again. Don't turn them away. Just bring them here, and we'll take care of them.
No, I mean, they already had an agent, though.
Oh,
As a lender, I turned them away
I
to
have
one of my,
I have a buddy
associates.
who's awesome.
We do have a
you've already
buddy.
You have somebody that you got? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I'd
I
love
need to
to-
learn Spanish. You would think that my late husband
hopefully
spoke
you got a
Spanish, I would
referral
speak.
fee.
Yes,
Okay.
Good.
Hey, our time is worth.
it is worth it.
Well, and
Building that
and the
relationship.
connection and the opportunities worth something for sure.
Sure it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're grateful when we say, you know what, I might not be able to help you with that, but I know someone who can. Let me find out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
Yep.
And, I was meeting with Stephanie Sume this morning.
Oh.
And we were talking about that she and I are connectors. And we know a lot of people, and people come to us a lot of times, hey, do you know someone? Hey, do you know this? Hey, do you know someone who does that?
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't, we'll say, I know someone who might know someone.
Awesome.
And then
Well-
you just make that connection.
Let's talk about this. We have on our website, luxuryrealtyagency.com, a business directory
I love that.
we add to all the time. And it is exactly based on what you were just talking about. If somebody needs a sheetrocker, or if somebody needs a painter, or if somebody needs mortgage, or
HVAC,
whatever it is, HVAC, electrician.
We have mechanics.
Yeah.
Everything. It's a
It's
great
on there.
resource. I've used people from there.
Yeah.
And I send people there. It's great.
Great resource.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Okay, let's get in and talk about this.
Okay.
All right. So Wallet Hub, I've never heard of them until now, but apparently they do these
Stats and
surveys and whatnot. So like I said, they're talking about the best places to live in the United States, and it's based on a number of different categories. So Utah, where do you think Utah landed on that?
3,
5,
Higher.
1,
10,
The other way.
2.
10,
Oh, you mean
15,
lower.
15.
15.
Wow.
15.
Yep.
Okay. Is Austin, Texas above
And
us?
I don't agree with it.
I
What-
don't either.
You ready for this? And this is by the state. Guess what number 2 is?
What?
North Dakota.
What?
What the would you want to live in North Dakota for?
Can you imagine this time of year?
No.
Cost of living.
I have friends that do
Seasonal?
oil trucking through there in the Dakotas.
It
And
is-
it is like no man's land, like
yeah.
hell.
My brother
Dude,
lived at Minot
The
Air Force
only
Base.
people that live in North Dakota are people that are in the oil industry. Literally. Like it is. I've been in every single state in the United States except North Dakota.
I've been to North Dakota.
And I don't even care.
Yeah.
What the number 2.
He's so controlled himself. It's amazing.
Number 2 on the list. Are you
Number
kidding
2?
me?
Is it cost of living or something?
Yeah, what's
Okay,
the
let's
crime
talk about
rate?
this. Okay, so this slide is child care costs. That's one of the categories
Okay.
on child care costs that they're having, and they're saying that South Dakota is the number 1 place
Most
for child care.
affordable child care.
Well, of course that's a given. Nobody wants to live up there. There's no industry other than oil and gas.
And children.
And apparently these children that
I
are
don't
there.
think you go seek out economy child care.
I think
Do
you'd
ya?
be grossly pissed off and not very happy if you moved up to North Dakota for
When
your
I was
kids.
a physician's recruiter, we had a hard time placing in North Dakota. It was one of the most challenging places to
That is
recruit
insane to me.
That's insane. I don't understand that one.
Utah's number 4 on that
Childcare
list
costs.
for childcare.
Yeah,
Because moms stay home.
So
All
the worst or the
That's what I was gonna
highest,
say, yeah.
the highest childcare, of course, is New York, New Mexico, which is weird,
Interesting.
Washington, Nevada, and Nebraska.
Interesting.
Do you have the ability to see housing cost?
Hang on, let's keep going. I don't know if that is one or not, but
I bet.
okay.
It ought
The
to
next
be.
one is rating families with young kids.
Okay.
I bet we're way up there.
Where do you think we rank?
3.
3,
1.
1. Oh, I mean, not a shock, really.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to go with one, but I thought that was too easy.
We have babies
And you know what-
here.
you know
we have
what?
kids, bro.
Do you know what's number one? I mean, number two? Tejas.
Texas, yeah.
Is it?
You ready for this? What would you think number three is?
Idaho,
No.
Wyoming.
Nevada.
California.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
It's too cold in there.
Then-
they're
then
all at home-
Nebraska,
they're all at
and
home
guess-
having babies.
Yep.
And guess which is number
Making
five? North freaking Dakota.
Oh my gosh.
This is amazing to me.
Yeah. Okay, the lowest is Vermont, Maine, Florida, Hawaii,
Florida for
Hawaii.
sure because they're retiring there.
and West
Yeah.
Virginia is the lowest.
West Virginia.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. West Virginia. I mean, there's a lot of professional people.
and a lot of politicians. and,
Yeah. Okay, so the next one. I don't get this one. This is a category. Infant mortality rate.
Oh my gosh.
I get that.
What the F?
I get that. Yeah.
Why would that be a category?
Because that's a thing. It really is a big thing.
Wow.
It has to do with the hospital care, probably.
Well, you want to know what the
And
number
the
one lowest
economy
state
of
is
the people that
for,
live there.
for mortality?
What? Where? What?
The number one lowest.
Okay.
Utah.
North Dakota.
Okay, we're just going to say North Dakota.
How
from
is
here on
North
out.
Dakota the highest of kids and the lowest of mortality?
One of the cheapest
just-
places
it's-
for childcare, but it's
Yeah.
not safe.
Wow.
Yep.
Man.
Lowest is Vermont, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Oregon.
That's top 5.
The highest is South Carolina, Alaska, say freeze to death, Alabama, Arkansas, and the very worst is Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Mississippi.
Is there a lot of poverty there?
There is.
Yeah.
Okay, next category.
I've heard a lot of around the type of care the mothers have while
Yes.
they're birthing and
Or
things.
if they have any.
It's a major thing.
Right.
Prenatal care is very important.
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
point there.
Next category, violent crimes per capita. And I think the key here is per capita.
Per capita.
Okay.
California.
Number one, fewest.
Okay.
Let's do the fewest first. So the best or the
Safest.
lowest.
The lowest.
Idaho.
North Dakota.
Nope. Way on the other side of the United States.
Interesting. Really?
Maine.
Back east.
Maine.
Maine.
Maine's beautiful. So Okay.
Maine.
What's
Probably
the lifestyle
and
that happens
very
up
high
there?
cost of living.
New Hampshire is number 2.
Sure.
High cost of-
Connecticut is number 3. So listen, all these East Coast. Rhode Island is number 4, and check this out. Number 5, Wyoming.
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 Yeah, because
It's per capita.
Because the cow will come
Wyoming's
kill
so wide open and big, and I think it's because of the per capita.
But it's also probably the cowboy mentality too.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Okay, you ready for the very worst for crime?
you. Yep.
Provo, Utah,
New Mexico.
New Mexico?
My brother lived there, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised actually.
Really?
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama,
So the
and again,
states.
Alaska.
Why is California not on any of this stuff?
It's per capita.
But it's like damn near its own nation. It's so big.
No, that's
Yeah.
Texas.
California, the populace in California. like
Texans, we think we have our own state.
Okay, here we go.
We're it.
Percentage of families in poverty. This is going to blow your mind.
okay.
This is going to blow your mind.
I would say somewhere in the
Utah's on this list.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, that makes me
Is it?
sad.
Is it?
Utah's on this list,
We're
so-
very
so
high on,
remember,
like refugees and
Percentage of families in poverty.
Okay.
Now we're on the lowest side of it.
no,
Okay.
Okay, so meaning for being on this list,
we're high on it.
we're not high, we're,
We're
low.
low, but we're still on the list, which means we need to improve.
So we're at number 3
Oh,
for percent of families in poverty, which blows my mind. That
My gosh.
yeah, New Hampshire is number 1, Minnesota is number 2. Vermont number 4, and Colorado number 5. Now the worst states with poverty: Kentucky, West Virginia, New Mexico, Louisiana, and Mississippi.
West Virginia.
Yep.
I would.
Isn't that crazy?
I would say West Virginia for sure because they don't have a lot of of income out there.
I get Louisiana. I get Mississippi.
Yeah.
And that's why they are the worst. It's probably at the child thing, too.
Correct.
So, okay, last one.
Okay.
Separation and divorce rate.
Oh, Utah's up there.
We're up there.
Where do you think we are?
5.
3 to 5. We're
Number one on the lowest.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
We're number one
Are
on
we?
the lowest.
Are we?
Yeah, well, the values and the church and the...
I would have thought that because people get married so young. That
Yes.
You would think.
Higher.
Guess what's number 2? North freaking Dakota.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
You would think the hard life they live up there.
Yeah.
But they probably just have nowhere to go.
But it is pretty in the summertime, though. It really is nice in the good weather. And the
Never
people
been.
are so kind up there. They are really.
New Jersey, Hawaii, and Nebraska. So those are the ones with the lowest
Okay.
divorce rate.
Interesting.
Highest. What do you think is the worst?
I have
York.
I have no idea because
High stress.
I would have thought that
New Mexico.
Really?
Again.
What's going on in that state?
I have no idea. Something's going on in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Nevada, that makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida.
Interesting.
Aren't those interesting?
That
Yeah.
is curious.
Yeah, way interesting.
But again, I don't get the very first one where we're 15th on this freaking list
Yeah.
of states to live in.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we'd be in at least the top 5.
I would agree.
I'll tell you what, I think we're number 5 or 7 on the best places to own second homes.
So I don't think
Yes.
I went through the list.
Yeah,
The
great
number one
vacation
place that
here.
they're saying to live.
Okay.
Just had to make sure that was right. You ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Number 1.
I love Massachusetts.
I do too. I love
I would
Boston.
live there, same.
I love any port
Lowell.
city. Baltimore, love it.
Marblehead.
Seattle, love it.
Yeah. Coastal.
Boston, love it.
I want to go visit
Me.
those.
Yeah,
You've never
really
been?
cool.
Oh, it's
But
so
Massachusetts is number 1.
great. And the history.
Oh, yeah, lots of history.
Love-
North
And Salem.
Dakota is number 2. We already talked about that.
Yeah, which is funny.
Who knows about that
I don't
one?
get it.
Number 3 is Minnesota. Minnesota.
So best
Did you
places
know
to
that
live.
in Minnesota it gets so freaking cold? And think about this: is Minnesota on the
it's
same
top.
level as North Dakota?
Uh-huh.
Right. That when you're downtown Minnesota, you can walk around the entire downtown city and not go outside. They have walkways through all the buildings because it gets so freaking cold there.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
That's pretty
They also
cool.
have the largest, or used to, I don't know if it's the same, but they used to have the largest mall. It's called the Mall of America.
Yeah, Mall of America.
I've been
never
there.
been to
It's ridiculous. It's
I didn't. Yeah, I
Did it
didn't
survive
know.
it?
it has.
I've heard of it.
If I remember right, I think it has an amusement park in the middle of the mall.
Yes.
Oh my
I heard
gosh.
that.
Yeah. Okay. So Minnesota, Nebraska, Cornhuskers on farmers. Number 5. This actually blows me away. Number 5 place to live, New York.
New York. But what part of New York?
Just
It doesn't
New York.
say Manhattan
No,
or
it's
anything
just
like
New
that.
York.
New York. It's
Like New York over Utah?
No.
Shut the front door.
no way.
Yeah, no way.
North Dakota over Utah? Pfft. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Utah's awesome.
Then it's Maine. Then it's New Hampshire. Then it's South Dakota.
It's because all of us Harley riders go up there.
Once a year. Give me a break.
That's enough to make the list.
For real, probably.
What does that say? Rhode Island? Wyoming? Iowa? Iowa's, they're saying Iowa, you'd rather live in Iowa over Utah.
There's got to be other reasons for that.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Connecticut? Man, my
They just
eyesight's
don't
going
know
bad.
us well enough.
Wisconsin,
Wisconsin.
and
Must be the way of life and ease and I don't know,
Cheese.
something. Cheese. The cheese.
again, honestly, I don't get it because
We're biased, though.
guarantee you, if you looked at
You know where
the
Salmon Adams is at too?
Yeah.
if you looked at the rate, like this is something we need to look into. But if you looked, let me come back to us so people can see us. If you looked at the rate that people are moving into Utah.
Oh my gosh,
It's
yeah.
insane.
Based on any of those other freaking places, I guarantee you we whoop their ass.
Yes, we would.
Yeah.
It's amazing here.
I don't get it.
Neither. I don't get it.
That's why I was so stoked to talk about this, because I was sitting here looking at this data and going,
What the heck?
what, North Dakota?
I think we need to get a second opinion.
And North Dakota, if any of you people up there are watching this, I'm sorry, but come on.
They have to come here and see. Really. Because Utah is fantastic.
I mean, you could be downtown Salt Lake City at all the bars, at all the fine restaurants, all the
Culture
music,
and the
culture and
museums,
everything.
art.
And in less than a half an hour, less than 30 minutes, you can be on a mountain skiing.
Yeah.
Come on.
And you have something to do all 4 seasons.
Same thing. You can be on a hike.
Like
you can
6 or 7 different ski resorts.
Yeah.
Within where we are.
Yeah.
But there's so many all
Yeah,
over the whole
yeah. I'm
entire
talking
state
about 30 minutes away.
from us in Salt Lake. Yeah. It's insane. Like people
I mean,
go
the
to
beautiful mountains.
Colorado.
We've
and
got all 4 seasons. I mean, the fall leaves are amazing. The spring is, I love spring. Just
Riding
the feel
Harleys
in
up in
air.
the canyon.
Oh my gosh, that's
What?
again. I
have
can leave my
lakes.
house and I can be in the mountains
Rock
in
climbing.
20 minutes.
Whatever. Yeah. I put my fly rod in my tackle. And all that
Fishing. I mean,
stuff,
we could
ride
go
my
on and on
Harley,
and on.
I take up and I go.
How many national parks do we have in Utah?
Countless.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Countless. And the people here are fantastic.
Yep.
We are amazing.
And they're beautiful. I mean, they are.
We
They're
have good
beautiful
looking
people.
here. Definitely.
That's one
good-looking
thing when I
people.
traveled a ton that people always would bring up. Oh, you're women, and actually your dudes are good-looking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
And
probably
we're
a lifestyle.
educated.
Take care of
We
each
have a
other.
great-
Educated.
Great.
I mean, we got
economy.
BYU for crying out loud.
And the U of U.
Just kidding.
I'm glad you mentioned my team, though. Thank you.
All right, guys. So we've yacked long enough, and anyways, really interesting stuff going on there.
It is.
Again, remind everybody, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please, 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 please. We need
And
to build
attend
it.
the mixers. They're
And
great.
attend our mixers, guys. They're awesome, and we say it every time. Yes, we hold them at bars or restaurant-type bars, but it's
It's all for charity.
all for charity.
We're
and
working on a quarterly non-bar
We are.
gathering, but
We are.
And if you can't, they have QR codes where you can donate to the causes. And they're amazing guys who are outward focused, who really do mean what they say. So really, and you can meet some great people. It's networking, and push yourself to go. If you're just like sitting at the house and you're like, I don't know these people. Well, now you know us.
Promise you won't regret it.
No,
Yeah.
you won't.
I go up to half the time I go up to somebody that's not even coming for our group, and they end up joining our group. They
Yeah.
were just showing up there to eat or to have a bevy.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're not for, well, come on.
Come on over.
So,
Because we're shy.
Yeah,
That way,
right.
you know.
if you're within earshot, you're new friends with Dean.
Yeah.
that's right. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. We love you very much. And if you want to know more about what we're doing, if you need, if you're even thinking about buying or selling real estate, give us a shout. And have a fantastic weekend, man.
Yeah, you guys, and hopefully check in with us. But I will say this: we're doing reaching out to a lot of our clients right now and giving basically an update on their current value of their
Yep.
property. There's a lot that's been going on. We've had some major pushes in value, and whether you're using it or not, it's a good thing to look at on a consistent basis.
Well, it's your biggest asset. Normally, you need to know where it's at.
Yep.
You know,
We'd
you know
love
where
to-
your stocks and bonds are at.
Yeah, we would love to give you an update. That's, plain and simple.
Yep. All righty, people. Love you long time. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you